If it hadn't been for the Salvation Army, it would have been a much tougher, harder, lonelier road. I was wandering around homeless. I'd lost 100 pounds. I was hungry all the time. I was bathing and showering at the country club. I'd break in at night at the country club that we used to be members of to wash my clothes and bathe. Where it started was at a deer lease. I went camping for the weekend with some buddies. There was somebody there that had some methamphetamine. I decided to do it. Had a great weekend, went home, went to work. The methamphetamine was on my mind. I did it, I believe, the following weekend. It wasn't very long after that, I was shooting methamphetamine. I ended up homeless, my family having to fend for themselves, cars repossessed, home foreclosed. Of course, lost my job. Gratefully, I was rescued that morning. They came to arrest me. I stayed in jail for 6 months. That was the turning point in my life. When I finally went to court, I was sentenced to 10 years aggravated probation, which means it's deferred. When I graduated from that program, I was put in the program at Carpi Collins.
We determined that we could get into the commercial lawn care business and do some good by hiring some of our own clients and giving them an opportunity to work and train them in lawn care. Jerry Ernst came out of the Carpi Collins. He had had a drug problem in the past, and he was going through our program there. Someone else recommended him to me. He said, "You really need to meet this person. He really needs a job." So I said, "Well, sure, have him come in, let's talk." And I was so impressed with Jerry. He had been in business and had been very successful in business prior to getting messed up in drugs. And so I asked him how he would feel about just sitting on the phone and calling and soliciting. I'd love it. He said, "I've done that kind of stuff all my life." And so he did that for me. When we were short on the field, he went out with the lawn care crew.
Donnie Freeman, the Salvation Army, my counselors just put me on a fast track to recovery, to happiness. I think I'd still be struggling with a whole lot of issues other than sobriety if it weren't for the Salvation Army. But it was exactly what I needed to clean up for a job interview that happened during the Christmas break from the lawn care business. It was just a perfect segue into the life that I have right now.
He needed the build of self-esteem, and I think calling people on the phone and talking to them, introducing himself, telling he was with the Salvation Army, I think all of that, it scratched the surface of the potential that he knew he had, and it was still there.
My skill sets coming into that program were much greater than the pay that I was getting. But the program was exactly what I needed at the time to be where I am today. I don't think that I would have accomplished the things that I needed to accomplish if it wasn't for Donnie Freeman. It would have been a much harder road that could have been very detrimental to my sobriety.
He is so thankful for opportunities that he's been given as he was talking through some of his issues and where he wanted to be in his life and what he hoped to get as far as being back with his family and so forth. I was supportive of him in all of that. And so I think that made a difference.
I am grateful. I have so much to be grateful for. I live a better life today because of what I went through, believe it or not, than I think I would have had nothing happen. It's truly a Christian, just a wonderful program. It can take somebody that is destitute, without life skills, addicted, in pain, and help transform them into a happy, productive, loving individual is a miracle. The Salvation Army does that.